In this video I'm going to show you how to do map animations in DaVinci Resolve using a software called QGIS. Map animations have become very popular on YouTube recently by people like Real Life Law and Johnny Harris. So I'm going to show you how to make them in DaVinci Resolve. Right, so first go over to QGIS.com over here and click download. So once it's downloaded, open up QGIS and then just click new empty project like this. After you've done that, where it says coordinates, type world. And then go up here to plugins, manage and install plugins. There's loads of plugins here, so there's loads of different things you can do on QGIS, but we're just going to start off simple. Search quick map. So we'll see quick map services here. So I've already got it downloaded, but you just need to click install like that. And then once you've done that, go over to web, quick map services, and then you can pick from any of these maps here. But I like Google Maps Satellite. So click that and just uncheck it for now. So I'm going to do a map animation of the UK and France. I'm going to click this and then highlight the UK. And then right click where it says world map, export, save selected features as, and just give it a random name. And then close out of this here and do the same for France. So we'll uncheck this, click on world map, highlight France, right click, export, save as, and then a random file name again. Alright, so now we've got these two. We won't need this anymore, so we'll just uncheck that. And we'll zoom into the point where we want the animation to be. So I like this. So I'll just uncheck the satellite again. Click project, new print layout. Okay. Then click on this empty space here where it says size, go to custom. Change this to pixels, and then the 840 by 2160, which is the 4K dimensions. And then click on this background here and change the opacity to 0. So then just go up here and click add map, drag it from the very top to the very bottom. And once you've done that, click here, then go to item properties and scroll down and click background. And check that, then go up here and click export as image here. I'm just going to type UK, save it, save, and now I'll close out of this again, uncheck the UK, and check France, then go to project, new print layout, and then do the same as I did before, custom 840 by 2160. And drag it again like that, click on it, go to the background, and save it again. So now I've done this, we're going to do it again for the satellite. So uncheck France, then check Google Satellite, then click new print layout again, click in the empty space, 840 by 2160. And we don't need to change the background anyway because there's no opacity in the satellite image. And drag it like this. Once again, it'll take a minute to render, and then just save it again. Like that. And we'll call it satellite. Okay. And now we're going to do a more zoomed out version of the satellite. So we'll get this scale here, copy this number. So make sure, so once the map's selected, you can copy this number, and then go to calculator, paste it in, and times it by 2. And copy this number, paste it in here. So it'll zoom out the map a bit, just so we can start off the animation a bit further away. So now we're going to export as an image again. Call it satellite. Satellite zoomed out. Great, so now I've done that, we just want to go over into DaVinci Resolve, make a new timeline, and call it map animation, and then make it 4K down here, like that. Then right click in the media pool and click new fusion composition. I'm going to change the duration to 7 seconds, and paste it, then drag it into the timeline. Then click open in Fusion page. Great, so now we're just going to go to our folder and drag them all in one by one. So I'll do the UK first. Now I'll just name it as we go. By clicking F2. Then drag in France. Then satellite. And then we're going to leave the zoomed out version for now because we don't need it yet. I'm going to click on this satellite image here, press Shift space bar and then type merge. Then click on multi-merge here and drag it to the media out. So okay, so now we're just going to drag in this background node here and give it whatever colour you want. So I'm going to make it blue. And then I'm going to drag this from the UK image onto here, which will basically mask out the background like that. And then dragging this background node here to the multi-merge. So that's just highlighted it in white. Okay, so now we're going to drag in a new background node. I'll make it green. And then type Shift space bar and type in map control. And then type key and drag in the delta key. So then just drag in the UK node and connect it to this grey garbage mat here. And then the grey garbage mat and the delta key. Drag that into the multi-merge. So as you can see now it's got a big green background. So we're going to go into the delta key, change the background colour, and click on this here and drag it onto the green. And then go over to matte and adjust the erode dilate. So that's going to give it an outline. So I'm just going to make the erode dilate about like that. Then change the soft colour here to hard colour. And then I'm going to make the colour for this white. So looking at it, I think it still needs to go down a little bit. Maybe like that. Okay, so now we've done that, we're just going to copy this whole thing here. And we're going to actually delete this France image. I'm going to copy all this here, paste it down here, and drag up. Then connect these both to the multi-merge. And then I'm going to drag this France image and replace it like that. There we go. So that's done that for the France image. So we'll probably want to change the colours around. So I'm going to change it to red. And then I'll maybe change this colour to yellow. And I'll go back to the multi-merge and change the opacity. So I'll click on background layer 1. So that'll be the UK. And change the blend to about 0.3, like that. And then do the same for the other background layer, 0.3. So now we just need to do a few more things to make it look nicer. So click on this delta key node at the end, type Shift space bar and type glow. Right, so that's added a little glow. I might adjust the glow size up a bit, and the glow, so maybe a bit like this, looks nice. So I'm just going to copy this and paste it onto the other delta key, like that. Right, so that looks good. So now we're going to animate the countries in. So I'll go to about 40 seconds where I want the animation to end, and then I'll make a keyframe on the blend node for all these layers. So click on the first layer, make a keyframe, do that for the rest of the layers. And now go to about 15 seconds in, and then set the blend mode to 0 for them all. Like this. Okay, so now it should animate in like this. Okay, cool. So now we're going to make a 3D animation with it. So you could just have it like this if you want, but I think it looks better 3D. So I'm going to disconnect this multi-merge here, click on it and type Shift space bar and image plane 3D. And I'll drag this out a little bit so it's not in the way. And type merge 3D, camera 3D, and render 3D. So that's basically set up our 3D scene there. So connect the render 3D to the media out, then click on this merge 3D, press 1 to show it here, then drag the camera back. And now we're going to position the camera to how we want it to end on the animation. So you can click on these two here to just switch it from rotation to position, like this. like that. Looks good. So then we're also going to get our zoomed out satellite that we made earlier. I'm going to drag that in here and then type shift spacebar image plane again. Drag that here, and then on the transform I'm going to move it back very slightly. So on the Z axis, click minus 0.001, minus 0.001, like that. So we want to move it back just enough where it's not noticeable, but you also don't want it to be sort of merging like this. So like if you have it at a certain point, it'll start to look a bit weird. So we'll make it 0.001 and then change the scale to 2. So that's just made the map a little bit bigger. But it also means that once the camera's zoomed in here, this will still be 4K. But this stuff won't be, so you can see when we zoom into the edge that this stuff's lower quality. But it won't matter because we'll be zoomed out in the camera. So now go back to the camera here, click on transform, and then go to where you want the camera animation to end. So we'll go to 35, make a keyframe for all of them, like that, and then go to 0. Cool, so now we just need to go in this spline editor and make sure the multi-merge is disabled. Then zoom out and highlight everything. Right click, click ease, then out cubic. There you go, so that's just a very basic map animation. You can go a lot further with this and I might make a video in the future. If you've got any other tutorial requests, comment that down below as well, and hope you have a great day. See ya.